Welcome back to Kait Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to make the thumb holes for the Kait glove. So this is obviously not a whole glove, this is just kind of the row before the joins. So for the right glove, I'm going to chain 3, and I'm just going to continue on in pattern until I get to the last cluster. So I'm going to do 5 stitches in this cluster, and I didn't turn on this row. And then I'll do a DC in this DC, and I'm going to keep doing this until I get all the way around and to my last cluster. So in this sample I'm doing, it just has 6 clusters. You might have made a different size, which is fine, but it'll still be the same basic instruction. You'll go around until you get to your last cluster for the right glove. Okay, so the right glove is a little bit weird to join. So what we're going to do is we're going to join this cluster to the one 2 before. So not this previous one, but the one before that, right into the middle of that. So we're going to end up making a pinch there. So this will be my thumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the first step of this double crochet, and then I'm going to stop here with 2 loops left on my hook. Now I'm going to go find, so this is the cluster I'm on, this is the one before and the one before that. I'm going to find the middle stitch of that, insert my hook, yarn over, and now I'm going to pull that loop through all of the stitches. So now I've joined the middle of that cluster to the middle of this cluster, then I can finish this cluster. And then I can join to my starting stitch. So that is the right glove. If my hook won't roll off the table. And so you can see that I've divided it. So now I've got a place for my thumb over here, and my hand will go over here. So that is the right glove. You skip one whole cluster and join to the middle of the second previous cluster. Now for the left glove, it's a little different. For the left glove, that happens at the beginning of the row. And the reason they're different is because I like to have both of the seams on the palm side so that when you're wearing your gloves, people don't notice the seams so much, because they're usually going to see the back of your hands when you're wearing gloves. Okay. So for the left glove, when you start, you're going to work that first cluster like normal. The second cluster is also normal. I shouldn't have taken that much out. Now we're going to do this join just the same way we did the other join, we just do it earlier in the pattern. So I'm going to join the middle of this cluster to the middle of my starting cluster. So I'll show you again. I'm going to work my first 2 double crochet normally. And now on my 3rd double crochet, because that's going to be the middle of this cluster, I'm going to start it and stop when I have just 2 loops left on my hook. I'm going to go back, skip a cluster, and find my first cluster, 1, 2, 3, the middle stitch of that cluster. I'm going to yarn over and pull a loop through all of it. So I've joined those together, and then I can finish this cluster. And then I would just finish this row normally, and when I join, I would join to there. And so then this is my left glove. So you can see that my seam is on the inside of my left glove and it was on the inside of my right glove, and so they look the same on both gloves. And then when you keep going around for the rest of the glove, you're going to do another row. So when you do the next row and you come back around to the thumb join, this is the middle of a cluster and that's in the middle of a cluster, so when you work the cluster that would go here, you just go right around this join, is what I do to make that cluster. Okay, so I hope that helps show you how to do the thumb joins for the Kait Gloves. The Kait Gloves is one of my favorite patterns. It's one of the first patterns I designed. I designed it for the woman who was my brother's girlfriend at the time. Not anymore, but that's how it got the name. But I just think they're really pretty and delicate, and yeah. So I hope you found this helpful and enjoy crocheting.